right, so are you ready for this? We're going deep today, folks.
Always ready.
We are diving into this document called Spiritual Warfare Demon Groups, not PDF.
Oh, yeah, I know this one.
And chapter 5 of this thing, it's pretty wild.
Definitely.
It talks about this idea of demon groupings.
Mm-hmm.
Like these little gangs of negativity, you know? And it gets into how they might actually be like messing with your life. You know?
Interesting stuff.
Have you ever felt like you're battling like these unseen forces in your life? Like where does that like sudden wave of anxiety come from? Or those days where you just like can't shake the feeling of sadness?
Yeah.
What is that?
Well, it's a pretty wild concept, right? So the document explains that each demon has a specific focus, like anger or fear,
Right.
and they actually call themselves by those names.
So like...
So a demon of hate is called hate.
Oh, wow.
Simple as that.
Right.
But here's the twist. They can also try to like trick you by giving themselves fake friendly names.
Oh, so they're going like undercover.
Exactly.
Trying to blend in so we don't suspect a thing.
Yeah, like they don't want you to know, right?
That's creepy.
Yeah, and the document describes them living in these groups, almost like clans or colonies, each one trying to control different areas of a person's life.
Okay, so let's say you've got one group like whispering doubts and anxieties in your ear.
Right.
While another one is stoking your anger. It's like this constant internal battle.
That's a great way to put it.
Right.
And the document actually provides some strategies for dealing with these groups.
Okay.
It emphasizes going after the strong man first, the leader of the pack, so to speak.
Right.
It even suggests using specific phrases like, come out and bring all your companions with you.
So it's not just about fighting individual demons, but like dismantling the whole operation.
Yeah, take out the whole group.
That's intense.
It is.
I thought this was really interesting, this whole list of demon groups and the emotions they're linked to.
Yeah, what about that?
Like the fatigue group.
Uh-huh.
It includes stuff like sorrow, tiredness, worry, heartbreak, even laziness.
Yeah, we all deal with that stuff.
Doesn't that sound familiar? Like we all deal with that.
Right. And then there's the pride group with things like ego, indecision, bitterness.
Oh, yeah.
Even procrastination. I think we've all fallen prey to that one at some point.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And the depression brings in heavier stuff, like despair, accusation, insomnia, even suicidal thoughts.
It's pretty heavy.
It's heavy stuff.
The document doesn't encourage self-diagnosing, though.
Right.
It's all about recognizing the possibility of a spiritual influence and then seeking guidance.
Okay.
Not just jumping to conclusions.
Right. It's not about like labeling everything as demonic.
Right.
But like being aware of those potential influences.
Exactly.
So what happens when you do suspect there is something more going on? This is where the concept of deliverance comes in, right?
Exactly. The document talks about deliverance as a ministry belonging to the church.
Okay.
Something that's been around since Jesus' time. They even back it up with Bible verses, showing how Jesus performed deliverances, both privately and publicly.
It's like he was dealing with these things head on, showing us how to do the same.
Yeah, he was right there in the trenches.
So how do we know when we're being tempted versus when it's a full-blown attack?
That's where things get even more interesting.
All right, unpack that. What's the difference?
They say temptation is like a sneaky scheme to lure you into doing something wrong.
Okay.
While an attack is a direct hit on your life. Your character.
Wow.
Even your possessions.
So like what's a good example of that?
It's like the difference between someone trying to trick you into opening a suspicious email and someone straight up trying to break into your house.
Okay, that's a good analogy. So temptation is more about being tricked, while an attack is a direct confrontation.
Right.
But how can you tell if it's one or the other? Like, what are the signs?
Well, they use the example of Jesus being tempted in the wilderness. That's a classic temptation scenario. But when the devil tried to throw Jesus off a cliff, that's a straight-up attack.
So the document is saying these things can manifest in different ways.
You can, yeah.
And we need to be able to recognize those tactics.
Exactly. And it emphasizes the importance of staying alert.
Okay.
Of being aware of your own weaknesses.
Oh.
Because that's where these forces tend to strike, right?
Makes sense. Like they're looking for the cracks in our armor.
Exactly. They want to exploit our vulnerabilities.
But what happens after you've given in to temptation? Is that when the guilt trip starts?
That's where accusations of Satan come in.
Okay, so this is like the aftermath of a bad decision.
Yeah.
How do those accusations work?
Imagine you've done something you regret and now you're feeling terrible about it.
Yeah.
The document says that Satan can amplify those feelings, trying to keep you trapped in a cycle of guilt and shame.
So it's not just about dealing with the temptation itself.
It's the whole thing.
but also the fallout afterward. It's like a double whammy.
Exactly. And the document distinguishes this from divine conviction.
Okay.
Which is meant to lead to repentance and change,
right,
not condemnation.
Okay, so how can you tell the difference between those two? It sounds like they could feel pretty similar.
Well, they give the example of a woman in the Bible, Naomi, who wrongly accuses God after a series of tragedies.
Right.
They say it's important to examine the source of the accusation. Is it leading you towards God or away from him?
That's a good question to ask yourself.
Yeah.
So it's not just about feeling bad.
Right.
It's about understanding where those feelings are coming from and what they're trying to do to you.
That's a great point.
And the document offers some advice on how to handle these accusations. They talk about going to God for confirmation, confessing your wrongdoing, and allowing him to forget and cleanse you.
It's about letting go.
It's like a process of spiritual renewal, right? Yeah. Acknowledging the mistake, but not letting it define you.
Absolutely.
That's powerful stuff.
It is. And the document goes even further, suggesting that Satan can actually hinder believers in their work for God.
Okay, so
they give examples from the Bible where Paul faces all sorts of obstacles and setbacks in his ministry.
So it's not just about our personal struggles, but also about the impact these forces can have on our ability to do good in the world.
Exactly. The document raises this question. Could seemingly unrelated obstacles in our lives be spiritual hindrances in disguise?
Wow, that's a whole other layer to this. So we've talked about demon groupings, temptation, versus attack accusations, and even spiritual hindrances. It's a lot to process. It's like we've stepped into a whole new world with this stuff.
I know, right?
This idea that there are these like unseen forces at work, influencing everything from our moods to the obstacles we face. It's a lot to take in.
It really challenges you to look at things differently, for sure.
It does. And this document isn't just about like identifying these forces.
Right.
It's about like understanding how they operate.
Yeah.
And giving you some tools to deal with them.
Exactly. It's like practical advice.
That's what I find so fascinating about it.
Me too.
It's not just a theory. It's like a practical guide to navigating this like spiritual dimension.
It is. And one of the things that keeps coming up is the power of prayer.
Yeah, prayer for sure. What do you think about that?
Well, the document really emphasizes prayer as a way to tap into a higher power.
Okay.
To seek guidance and strength in the face of these challenges.
So it's not just about like asking for protection.
Right.
It's about like aligning yourself with God's will.
That's a great way to put it.
Right. Like getting on the same page and understanding what he wants for your life.
It's about seeking his perspective, his wisdom and his strength to overcome those obstacles.
And speaking of obstacles, the document also talks about how Satan specifically targets like our weaknesses.
Oh, yeah. He knows our weaknesses.
It's almost like he's studying us,
He is.
Looking for those pressure points where we're most vulnerable.
Exactly. So we can't like deny our weaknesses or pretend we don't have any.
Right.
But we have to recognize them and seek God's help to overcome them.
We all have those areas where we struggle, right?
Oh, we all do.
I know I have mine, but what's interesting is how the document suggests that Satan can actually use those weaknesses to hinder us in our work for God.
Right, to stop us from doing good.
It's like he's trying to sabotage our efforts
to
make a positive difference in the world.
They give some pretty interesting examples from the Bible, like how Paul faced all kinds of setbacks and challenges in his ministry.
I was going to say that.
Even being prevented from preaching in certain places, it makes you wonder, right?
Yeah.
How many times have we hit a roadblock and thought, why is this happening to me?
All the time.
Could it be that there's a spiritual dimension to those setbacks?
It's a pretty mind-blowing concept.
It is.
It's like there's this whole unseen battle going on.
Yeah.
And sometimes we're caught in the crossfire.
We are in the middle of a spiritual war.
We are. And I think what's empowering about this document is that it doesn't leave you feeling helpless.
That's true.
It offers tools and strategies for engaging in this spiritual battle.
Right. You're not alone.
So it's not just about awareness. It's about taking action.
Exactly. It's about understanding the tactics of the enemy and equipping yourself to fight back. And that's where discernment comes in, right?
It's discernment, yeah. Okay.
Being able to distinguish between what's truly from God and what might be a deception.
So we're like spiritual detectives.
I like that.
Trying to decipher the clues. And figure out what's really going on.
And it highlights the importance of seeking wise counsel, studying scripture.
Yeah.
And developing a close relationship with God. So you can recognize his voice and guidance.
It's like building up your spiritual immune system.
That's a good way to think about it.
so to speak. So you're less susceptible to those negative influences.
Exactly.
But what about those times when we do make mistakes?
We all make mistakes.
When we give in to temptation or make a bad choice?
Yeah, it happens.
Remember those accusations we talked about?
Oh, yeah.
The document highlights the importance of dealing with those accusations in a healthy way.
Yeah, we can't let those accusations control us.
Right. It's not about wallowing in guilt and shame.
Right.
But seeking forgiveness and moving forward.
Exactly. It's about understanding that we're not perfect. We're going to make mistakes.
Of course.
But that doesn't mean we're failures.
Right.
God's grace is always there to pick us up and set us back on the right path.
So it's like a process of spiritual recovery.
Yeah, first start.
Right. Acknowledging the misstep, seeking forgiveness, and then getting back in the game.
I think that's what this document is ultimately all about.
What do you think it's about?
Equipping you with the knowledge and tools to navigate the challenges of life, both seen and unseen.
Right.
It's about recognizing that you have the power to choose how you respond to these influences.
Okay.
And that with God's help, you can overcome any obstacle that comes your way.
It's definitely a different way of looking at things, and it definitely raises a lot of questions for me.
It does, and that's part of the journey, right?
It is.
Wrestling with these concepts, seeking understanding, and finding what resonates with you.
It's pretty wild to think there could be these invisible forces messing with our lives.
Yeah.
It
really makes you think, huh?
Like, what if all those days where everything just goes wrong? It isn't just bad luck,
Yeah, like what if it's more than that?
What if it's something else?
Right. This document has really made me look deeper,
Yeah.
and consider that maybe there's more to things than what we see.
It's like we've been given this secret decoder ring to understand the world.
I like that analogy.
In a whole new way, But I really like how this document doesn't just,
throw all these crazy ideas at you and then just leave you hanging.
Right. It gives you some practical
It gives you some practical advice
Yeah.
for how to deal with these spiritual challenges.
Exactly. It's not just about knowing about these forces, but actually fighting back.
Okay, so you're saying we don't have to just sit there and take it.
No way.
We can actually fight back.
You can fight back.
That's encouraging.
And that's where deliverance comes in.
Deliverance, okay.
This idea that you can break free from these negative influences,
Okay.
Through prayer,
Okay.
spiritual guidance, and even specific practices.
So it's like a multi-pronged approach.
It is.
But it also raises some questions for me.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
How do you know when you need spiritual help
Right.
versus when you need, therapy?
Exactly.
When is it a demon situation and when is it just normal human stuff?
Right. Well, that's where discernment is so important.
Discernment.
The document doesn't say you should just jump to conclusions or diagnose yourself.
It's all about getting guidance from people you trust.
Okay.
And being careful about anything that feels harmful or manipulative.
So we're looking for those red flags.
Exactly. We want to be aware of those influences,
Right.
but not let fear take over.
Because we want this knowledge to empower us.
Right.
Not freak us out.
Not scare you away.
Okay.
That there's more going on than we can see.
So we're not just dismissing it completely.
Right.
But we're approaching it with a curious mind.
Yeah.
And a discerning mind.
That's a good way to put it.
I think that's a great takeaway from this whole deep dive.
Yeah.
It's made us look at the world in a new way, to consider that maybe these unseen forces are at work, and it's given us some tools, to handle these challenges with wisdom and discernment.
It's been awesome exploring this with you.
It really has. And to all of you listening out there, we hope this deep dive has given you some things to think about. Maybe you're wondering if some of your struggles have this spiritual side to them, or maybe you're feeling empowered to try some of the strategies we talked about, whatever it is,
Yeah.
We just encourage you to keep exploring, keep seeking, and keep growing in your understanding of all these forces, seen and unseen, that are shaping our lives.
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone.